today I'll be talking about different colored hives, like blue hives, red hives, and white hives. I hope this was somewhat helpful or something in a way, and I hope I cleared up some mistakes I did in my blue hive video. Alright, since I'm a blue hive, let me start with the blue hives. Now, for blue hives, if you want to be a blue hive, you need a diamond mask and the Pop Star passive from the Supreme Star Amulet. Now, the Pop Star passive is really simple, but it's also a bit confusing, especially because of the bubble bloat part. Now, you can read that since I'm bad at reading. And I know you can't see some parts because of my screen being too small, but I'm sorry. I'll explain most part of the bubble bloat mechanic and most parts of that. Hopefully I cleared up some things that may have confused you with bubble bloat and pop star. So max pop star is 200. You must pop 200 bubbles to max your pop star, which is why us blue hives have like so many tadpole bees, because we need to max the pop star for the very much needed ×4 multiplier of the blue pollen. Now, what us blue hives usually do to build bloat is we go in strawberry field, and we usually don't put our sprinkler down since it makes us fill up. Like me, I fill up a lot in strawberry. I like basically insta fill. So I usually don't put my sprinkler up. I just stay here in the field, wait for my pop star to get activated, and pop as much bubbles as it possibly can. Now, when pop star is active, you must pop as much bubbles as you can. If you pop one of your bubbles, you will get 3 seconds of bubble bloat. If you pop one of your friend's bubbles, you get 1 second of bubble bloat. Now, bubble bloat is really useful since it multiplies our capacity. Blue is all about capacity. The higher the capacity, the better. Unlike red and white, we have very, low instant conversion. White has blue to instant convert, and red has really good just conversion. Okay, there we go. We got the pop star active. Now we must pop as much bubbles as we can so that our bubble bloat goes up. Now every time pop star activates, it automatically gives 2 minutes of bubble bloat. Usually it takes me an hour to max bubble bloat. Max bubble bloat is ×6.5 multiplier, 3 hours worth of bubble bloat. It might take a while if you only have like 5 tadpoles or less, but once you get 10, you will really start maxing pop star fast. Pop star is really useful for blue hives, like I said. It's a blue passive. Other than that, pop star is useless. A really good double passive for pop star, I'd say, is Star Saw, Gummy Star, and Star Shower. Those 3 are the main double passive you should have for your pop star. I have Star Saw and Pop Star, also known as Pop Scourge, and just my Supreme Star Amulet. It's pretty decent, I'd say. It has blue pollen instant conversion, viability rate, and critical chance. It's a 4 out of 5 amulet. Now, next we're going to the red hives. Now, for red hives, they have Scorching Star, which summons every 30th boost token. Blue Pop Star summons every 30th blue bomb token, while Scorching Star summons every 30th blue red boost token. Now, that's why red hives have a lot of shy bees or Riley bees. Most of the red hives, like Elol and Gifted_Ty, they have Riley bees. Shy bees really fill red a bit since they have shy bees have red bomb pollen. Red bombs. Red bombs are filling right up fast, even though they have really good conversion. It's probably because they have really high pollen, since Scorching Star gives ×8.25 red pollen. Scorching Star is really hard to max since on it nerfed red Scorching Star, but it's still easy if you have a good enough amount of spicy bees. Most red hives I see has over 11 spicy bees, like 12 to 15. 12 should be enough for you to max Scorching Star, which is a 15,000 Scorching Star. It means 15,000 ticks of flame heat. Flame heat really is really amazing for instant conversion and just overall flame conversion, especially if you have a lot of gifted spicy bees. Red is all about gifted spicy bees and getting that very big scorching star. Red is confusing sometimes since it's I guess yeah, for me it's confusing. I really don't like red. I don't like its play style at all, and I really prefer blue more or white. Red red has I guess been kind of nerfed at the same time not. The what is this called? The extra time you need to maximum scorching star nerfed red a bit, but the scorching star red pollen multiplier is still a lot, which is really unfair for us blue hives and white hives since it caps at times 4. Apparently Onnet is nerfing it down to times 5 and buffing blue and gummy star in the next update. Red hives do very well, especially with Scorching Star and Star Saw. Look at the leaderboards. 1 trillion today from red, and Gifted Tie has collected over 700 trillion red pollen. That's insane. Even Elol is in the blue leaderboards because of it, because blue is so bad. Currently, blue is bad. Now, the highest amount in blue right now is barely even 200 trillion, while red's highest is 700 trillion. Wow. Now daily right now for blue has 700 billion, while red is almost 2 trillion. Now let me see white comparing today. White has collected 1 trillion. Almost 2 trillion as well. Blue is really behind red and white right now. Blue really needs a buff. White does not. Just leave white alone. Red is all about the conversion and all of that, which blue makes up for the extra capacity, but blue still insta-fills, which is really, I guess, is good, but at the same time it's bad, since insta-filling just literally destroys our micro-converters. 15 micros gone in like 2 minutes, which is insane. Especially in stump field, it's just insta-filling madness. Now, next is white hives. White hives are doing well right now. They have like 1.7 trillion on daily, which is like the same as red, I believe, which is insane. That's not even the amount they have made today, since white mainly relies on glue, and that's like only half of their boost, maybe not even half. It's just white doesn't really need a buff, and Onnet just basically buffed it extremely with the Gummy Star buff and the Gummy Siege in the test realm. It's going to be insane. White is probably going to be the best next update, or maybe Popstar and Gummy Star. You don't know. White relies on RNG and gumdrops. If they have no gumdrops, they will just do really bad. White is all about the gumdrops and the RNG. No, having the RNG white just relies on RNG. That's all that they rely on. Since Gummy Star active has a 2% chance of activating while using 1 gumdrop when you're in a field. Now that's insane. That's insanely low chance, a 2% chance. That's like 1 in every 100 gumdrops. Onnet is nerfing that down to be 75%, set to every 75th gumdrop, which is guaranteed now. Unlike right now, Gummy Star RNG is insanely bad. Gummy Star needs a buff. Doesn't need a buff. Just reduce the chance of getting a Gummy Star. But other than that, it really doesn't need a buff, and it just should be staying that way. Now, we're going to the bees that they need on each color. For white, they just need vector bees and carpenter bees. They rely on marks to collect goo. Red hives, they need Riley bees and spicy bees. Blue hives need tadpole bees and bubble bees. Apparently, ninja bees aren't that good anymore, but they could still be used. But bubble bees are way better than ninja bees currently. The the gummy siege and all of the buffs in the test realm right now is pretty insane. It makes blue and white overpowered. The blue the bubble bloat in test realm is increased to times 6.5 to times 7, which is kind of insane, but it doesn't really change that much since the Gummy Star got really buffed to from times 4 pollen capacity. Pollen multiplier to times 5. Gummy multiplier. Goo, oh my god. Goo multiplier. Which they really did. It just didn't need a buff. I'm still confused on why Onnit did that. That just was unnecessary. And while Popstar, on the other hand, didn't got a very big buff. It only went from times 4 blue pollen max blue pollen to times 4.5. Now that's still a good amount, but that's not the highest amount they can get. Onnit should have buffed it to times 5 like Scorching Star and Gummy Star. But apparently it's stuck to times 4.5, and I guess that's fine since we have big capacity. It will just insta-fill more. Apparently, I believe this Carlos guy used a festive bean, which is why it seems that white is super overpowered. Let's just remove that Carlos guy in the leaderboard right here, and we'll see that red is still better than all the colors because of its extreme pollen multiplier. Now you see time with like 2 trillion, and has like 6 trillion over there because of the goo that they collect. There should be a goo leaderboard to see how good white hives, also known as gummy hives, I guess, are. See, even Chikyo is also a white hive and made like almost 1 trillion in white pollen and like 2 trillion honey. So it's like half all the time. Red is just overpowered. Look at that. That's a big gap over there. Insane. Just insane. So, if I were you, I would pick either what hive you enjoy the most or what hive is the most overpowered right now. Well, I'd say red is overpowered right now, but it will get nerfed. So, just wait for the next update. Once the V-balancing is done, go and switch your hive. Go and change your hive or something. Don't switch right now before stuff. Just save honey and wait until the balancing, which is probably in like 2 years. 1 month. 1 week, 2 weeks. Yes. This is so silent. Most basic good double passives for red and white. Oh my god, I forgot. Good double passives for red is Scorching Star and Star Saw, and good double passives for white is Gummy Star and Star Saw. But since the Star Saw nerf is coming, I'd say Gummy Shower might be better, or Gummy, I don't know. Gummy Gummy Guiding? Okay, that doesn't sound good. Definitely Gummy. Just why Gummy buff? Why did you do that on it? Why?